It's interesting, too, because I'm going to go to your bridge.
Ooh,
I know,
take
right?
it to the bridge.
A lot of people put bridges in their songs just to get them to the next verse. Not yours. Your bridge, it's the thing that spoke to me most. And it's this. I may not know everything, but this I know is true. Nothing ever stays the same. There's always something new coming through. So the title of my talk today is What's Coming Through? So that's my first thing to ask you. What is coming through? What's coming through you? Ernest Holmes says this. He says, the spirit within man is God, and only to the degree that we listen to and seek to obey this spirit shall we really succeed. And this is in the chapter called Successful Living. So how are you successful? So what Ernest Holmes is saying is, in order for us to be successful, we have to listen to the truth. We have to be willing to listen to what is inside our hearts. We have to be willing to then hear what's coming through in order to know what does it mean to us. So I'm writing this book called 5 Questions. And I decided when I was working on this morning, I thought, you know what, we need to do this today. And I have been asked by many of you, could we add just a little more spirituality, a little more quietness to our service. Some of you, it's a little loud, I understand that. So I'm giving it to you today. So Robbie, Karen and I are going to do this together. So this book was written at one of our practitioner retreats. Actually, not the book, the little workshop. Because I was in charge of the workshop, and Reverend Nancy said, do you have your workshop? I was like, oh, that's right. I was doing that. So I got quiet up at Casa de Maria under a tree. And as I got quiet, I didn't have to do anything because the questions came to me. And I wrote them right down. And then those of us that were in that workshop, we did this exercise. And then I took it with me to Lake Tahoe at Ananda Village and did a workshop there on the 5 questions. It's very profound if you're willing to listen to yourself. Not to me, not to even the question. The question's a tool to invite you to know something more. So I'm going to invite you to take a deep breath and to close your eyes. I'm going to pose these 5 questions, and Reverend Karen is going to sing in between the questions. So just listen. Listen to everything that's going on in your soul during this. So the very first question, in the broader sense, is this: why am I here? Why am I here? Why am I here today? Why am I here at this time? And why am I here on earth?
What is mine to do? What is calling me forward and coming through? Why am I here in this place at this time, in this space? What is mine to do?
And then the second question: what wants to know me? What wants to know me, to really know me? In this vast universe of infinite creativity, what wants to know me?
My beloved, my beloved, within this soul. There is all, and I am my beloved.
And following what wants to know me, I hear from deep within, what wants me to release it? What no longer works in my life? What is mine to release?
Love is calling me to release the past, the guilt, the grief, the sorrow, and be right here in this moment. Love is calling me to release all that doesn't serve me anymore.
And the fourth question is, what is mine to do in this world? What is mine? What calls me forth? What wants to be manifest through me as me? Where am I the connection? Where am I that point at which this magnificence pours forth? What is mine to do in this world?
I am here to be the love that I want to see. That's all I have to be. Is be the love and be the light that I always was and always will be. That's what calls me. That's what beckons me. And I listen with my whole self, and I hear the answer brimming inside. Love is what's calling me. Love is what's mine to be. Love is eternally to be.
As Thomas Troward says, our only purpose in life is to enjoy this beautiful journey. What is mine to do in this world? To be in joy in all things. And the final question deserves a very powerful yes. For the question is, do I know how powerful I am? Do I know that I am this infinite abundance of life? Do I know that I am the creative life force that springs forth from everything? Do I know how powerful I truly am?
I remember who I am. I'm not afraid of the power that's within. And I embrace it, and I share it, and I give it, and I receive it. I know who I am. I am the I am, the I am, the I am. I am love. I am light. I am joy. I am love.
I am love.
I am light.
I am light.
I am joy. And I know, yes, I know who I am. And I know who you are too. And I love it all. Love it all. 'Cause that's who I am. I am.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I
I am.
am. I am.
I am. I am. Join us. I am.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am.
Sing it out. I am. I am. I am. I am. I am. I am. I am.
Together. Take a deep breath. Let's say thank you to Reverend Karen for that. So, I could stand up here all day and talk about listening, but I hope you just experienced it. These are very powerful questions to ask. More importantly, these are very powerful truths to listen to know whatever came up for you, whatever comes up. I use these 5 questions all the time in every situation I'm in. Anything gets to be asked. What wants to know me here? What do I need to release? Do I know how powerful I am in this situation? What is mine to do here? And why am I here? In any order you choose. So, in terms of listening, I came up with this thing of listening to the 3 T's. I'm going to go through this quickly. Things, thoughts, and truth. Things, thoughts, and truth. So you're listening to the three T's at all time. You're listening to the things that are going on in your world because they're talking to you. Whatever's going on. You're having financial difficulties, that's talking to you, and you are listening to it. You're having relationship problems, that's talking to you, and you are listening to it. Those are the things in your life. You get caught up in the government, what they're doing right now. Those out here, things, and they're talking to you. So you are listening to the things. You're also listening to your thoughts, which means you're listening to what you think about those things. Not just the things, but what do you think about it? Because I may think one thing, Kelly may think another thing, and Kevin may think another thing. So the things don't come with thoughts. The things are just things, have no power whatsoever. The things only have power when you put thoughts to the things. So you're listening to the things that are going on, you're listening to the thoughts you have, and then you are listening to the truth. Somewhere within you is the truth. Very often the things are clouding the truth. The thoughts about the things cloud it even more, and the truth is sitting back here going, hello? I am the only thing you need to listen to, because that has no power. You're screwing up the power there is, and I'm the power. So what do you want to listen to? The things, the thoughts, or the truth? 5 people want the truth. The rest of you seem to be caught up in the things or the thoughts about the things because, of course, my thoughts are so important. They're not. Even your thoughts aren't important because your thoughts come out of your beliefs. And some of us have some really fakakta beliefs. How many people have fakakta beliefs? Which, by the way, stands for FB, Facebook. So, fakakta beliefs about the fakakta things do not turn into eternal truth. So that's what I want you to think about this week, the 3 T's. And every time something's going on in you, pay attention and say, am I right now feeling the way I feel because of the things? Am I feeling the way I feel because of the thoughts I'm having about the things? Or am I feeling the way I feel because of the truth? I guarantee you, a lot of the time you're going to realize it's not the truth you're responding to. Because it's going to take you calling a practitioner or sitting down, getting quiet, asking the 5 questions to get back to the truth. And then you can look at those thoughts you're having and the things that are occurring from the truth. I guarantee you, you won't have the same thoughts, and those things are on their way out. Make sense? Good, then I don't have to do anything else today. So my final thought is to just wrap this up with the quote that I began with. The spirit within man is God. And only to the degree that we listen to and seek to obey this spirit shall we really succeed. Ernest Holmes said back in 1927 that the spirit within man is God. What I understand is all that God is, I am. It's not just the spirit in me that's God. Everything about me is God, and I can live God on any level. I can live God at the most successful, opulent, wonderful, creative, loving level, or I can live God at a level where my life is just a mess. Either way, I am living God. And I can give God a great time as me, and any of you ever give God a really bad day? Yeah. And you know what? God doesn't care. Because, like this book I'm reading, God is not a man in the sky waiting for Becky to give it a great time. Although I'm sure you give it a lot of really good times. Right? God is the energy of life standing back behind everything, allowing it to move forward and become whatever you decide it's going to be. Have a good time, have a bum time. Not doing it again. So what's it going to be? Which of the 3 T's are you going to listen to this week? Well, I'm going to know for you that this week you're going to listen to what Ernest Holmes said, realize that you are God, and that you have the capacity, the power, and the willingness to know the truth in every situation. No matter what the things are, and even no matter what your thoughts are about the things, you're going to go to the truth. Because I guarantee you, if you start with the truth, you are going to end with joy. And that's our only purpose, to enjoy life. Start with the truth, end with joy. All the thoughts and things along the way, let them be what they want to be. Yea, though I walk through the valley of death, I do not pitch a tent and stay overnight. I think we are pitching way too many tents. I think it's time to just move through these things and train our thoughts to come from the truth that right where I am, and God stands for greatness. This week, demand your greatness. Because whether or not you know how powerful you are, I know how powerful you are. And whether or not you know why you're here, I know why you're here. And whether or not you know what wants to know you, I know what wants to know every single one of us. And I also know that whatever is yours to release, you have whatever it takes to release it. So release it and move on with your life from a very powerful place of truth. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you.